Alright, 3 reviews. Can we go now? We should be able to. Now. Dang it! What? This is happening, so one jump ahead. Did they break? Well, I'm not sure. I think the simulation may have been trying to distract me so that I wouldn't finish the song. But it started the song. Why would it want you to stop? I must have realized that the strain that the song was putting on it was detrimental. If it had been able to stop me, if I had stopped, it could have held on. Why is it that all of these inanimate objects have been gaining sentience? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and change the suspenders because it's just gonna be too distracting if I don't. Much better. What? Really? A beanie? Hey. Beanie's cool. Apologies, I seem to have stepped on your bed, but, this looks better. This place looks familiar. Well, it should. I got this from your mind. My mind? What's going on? Well, I realized that the reason that we were sent to Lakeside instead of here was that there was a kind of lack of focus. So what I decided to do was just kind of take an image from your brain, because presumably you were thinking about coming home. And so that would really be the easiest way to focus this particular energy so that we would end up home instead of in some other random part of the world. So all that stuff upstairs was the stuff that was in my room in the apartment, but some of it looked different. Well, yeah, sometimes things shift, things change when it goes through this whole energy to transport it. Luckily, I noticed that the staff itself didn't change. I presume it's because it has its own magical properties that stop it from doing that, but, you know, it's still a room. The same basic components are there, so it should be fine. And there's also all of this stuff around here. I mean, did you move that too? Well, no. I didn't move that, but, you know, this is the house that your parents moved into, so I would assume that they're the ones who moved that. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But I don't understand. I've never seen that room before, except, you know, it was my mind. It was when my mind pulled me into my mind, that's the room, and now it's this room, and I don't understand what's happening. Well, if that room truly was the room that your mind used for your mind, my guess is that when it used the power of the simulation to kind of draw you into your own mind, it kind of put up a cloak of this room so that you would have it in your mind, because it probably guessed that I would try to get us out of there by, you know, jump cutting us out, but then I'd have to have that kind of focus, because if I didn't, we'd end up anywhere. And if you had thought of the home back home, the Hayesville home, we would have been there and there would have been no furniture and no anything, and it wouldn't have been very good because clearly they've already moved everything up here. So they wanted to kind of end that particular confusion, so it put that image in your head so that I would use that to get us here to your new home. Well, I mean, you know more about this than I do, and this certainly does look like the stuff in our house, so I guess they've moved in. Well, that's good. I'm going to go ahead and set this over here, because hopefully I won't be needing it anytime soon. That's right, everybody. I have officially moved into my new home. Now, I don't fully understand everything that the singing guy said, just because whenever he talks about the simulation, I just get confused, but this is apparently all of the stuff that was in my previous room, even though some of it seems to have changed somewhat. Like, this is actually a mattress and not just a futon. But I am now officially here, and I hope to eventually give all of you a tour of the new house, because I personally think it's pretty cool. And yeah, I'm glad to finally be back home and not wandering around Lakeside. I mean, Lakeside is wonderful and everything, but you know, when you're lost at Lakeside and you don't know how to get home, it can be kind of unsettling. So it is nice to finally be back home. See all of you at a later time, whenever that may be. Hopefully next week.